historically black universities all over the place, but it's being reversed. That affirmative action is being used to get people of for okay, white people into these historically black colleges
Oh, I've
using that
never heard
same
that. Yeah.
go to Howard, you'll see it. But they're using that
Oh yeah, I've
same
been heard about Howard letting other people in, but
yeah.
I thought you were talking about
No, but that's the
education.
whole thing. They're not Howard is not the only one that's doing it. The reason why I know about Howard because I lived across the street from it growing up. But to me, it's just I'm tired. I have a kid that sometimes wants to go to college and sometimes he doesn't. But it's all about cost to him. If
Well,
I
I
get
mean,
this
tell him jump
degree,
on this wagon. Jump on the
oh, I already sent it to him this morning.
jump on the no the affirmative action wagon. 'Cause like I said, they're using that to get more
Yeah, you can get
minorities in the
in,
school.
but the thing is that the financial burden, you can get into the school, but then there's the financial side too.
Yeah. I mean,
So,
and most people, just get the loans, which presents a whole nother problem.
exactly, yeah. So,
So
to me, 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, still paying down your student loan, there should be no principal and interest on student loan. Why are you adding interest to student loan?
yeah,
Like that makes no. I borrowed $10,000 from you. Why is it now 60?
right.
Because based on my credit, you're saying my interest rate is 29%. Like that makes no sense to me. We're already putting shackles on their feet even
Yeah,
before they get into the workforce until the world beats them up. We already, I was getting ready to cuss, sorry. It already, sets them up for failure before they go out and try to succeed and fail. Like I
yeah,
think it's a bad situation, and we talked about this so many times. It's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. But the two parties that we have running this country, they need to be fired. They need to go. Can we get a third party here? A fourth party, a fifth? I don't care. But having these two parties, I now need to research what other countries have just has two parties and nothing else. This is not a
yeah.
monarchy. So why
Yeah,
are
that's
we
a good
sitting
question.
there? Why are we sitting here with the Democrats that really don't do anything, the Republicans that like to bully and get their way, but
Right.
then they hurt they hurt the citizens that voted them in.
Yeah. I mean, they don't care at all.
No, and I keep saying these elected officials. I don't care what party you're from. You would sit there. They would sit in front of your face and tell you everything you want to hear. They'll tell you they're going to do X, Y, and Z. They're going to come paint your house for you. They're going to cut your grass every week. They're going to do all of that. But as soon as they're elected, they're going to be like, "Who? What? I didn't say that." Or they'll just ignore you. Hold these people accountable. You don't agree with what they're saying because it wasn't based on their initial stance. Hold them.
And it's sad, like even when you try to by saying something or whatever, asking a question, it's like if you can beat around the bush, because Republicans are famous for that, beating around the bush and not
Democrats too.
really
They're just
answering
too
the
stupid.
question.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess to me, Republicans just do it worse.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, better, but it's worse.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean, and it's a politician thing, that's this or a lawyer thing, or even doctors. Like sometimes they
Yeah,
just beat
and I
around the
just want I
bush.
don't want people to think that all politicians are the same. I think we have some politicians that are actually trying to make changes. But when the loudest dog is barking or the biggest dog is barking, nobody hears your mousely voice. Like you have to stand for something or fall for everything. And I'm tired of falling. I've let, you know what I'm saying? Not me particularly, but just, I'm tired of seeing people saying, "Oh my God, he was good in the beginning. Now he's bad." No, he was always bad.
Yeah.
But you didn't do your research and you voted him in because he smiled at you, he shook your hand, took time to say hello and whatever, or she, and you were like, "Oh, I like this person. I'm going to vote for that person." No, it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't. And I'm sick and tired of it. Like I'm so over it. I'm too old for this. I'll be Donnie Glover from what was it, that movie back in the day?
Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, I'm too old for this.
Yeah.
But we
Well,
gotta leave this world a better place than what we found it.
and that's not happening.
Because we destroyed it.
Climate change alone.
Oh yeah,
we're
Mother
getting
Nature.
to a point where things are just getting really bad, and if changes don't happen really soon, you gotta worry about it. It will just destroy the planet.
Yeah.
We'll be dead before that really happens, but still, future generations will be FUCKD.
Fuck it.
But happy birthday, Kobe. I see it's his birthday today.
Oh, rest in peace.
Yeah, he would have been 44. I see Jeezy had a good time at family reunion.
Oh, I don't.
Anyway, things that are on Twitter. But yeah, no, I agree with you. I mean, I know for a while, like when Biden first came in, because that was one of his talking points, and my brother has some school debt, so of course he was like, what's happening? And at first it was like, yeah, we're gonna forgive some, and then we're not, but we will, but only for certain people, and then we're not, but now we will, and it's just like, okay.
Yeah, because the
It's
for-profit
too
universities, for-profit, that to me is stupid.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones that are going to overcharge you. They're going to. I want to say this the right way because the way it's coming out of my brain is just going to be something I don't have enough beeps for. It's privileged to go to a for-profit university. Not privileged for you, privileged for the school. Because yes, it's a for-profit university, but do you know that they're getting tax breaks? They're getting a whole lot of stuff from the school, from the government or the state. If they have a good football team, they're getting backhanders. If they have a good basketball team, they're getting backhanders. But none of this money is coming to the kids. They're getting all this profit, but it's not helping these students with their debt. I shouldn't have to commit suicide to run away from debt. And do you know that's the only way to get a student out debt? And that's not fair.
Now, I think bankruptcy, but you don't want to do that. That shouldn't be an option.
Yeah, depending on which bankruptcy chapter
it will only forgive certain.
Yeah.
But I think most of stuff goes.
But who wants to file for bankruptcy?
Yeah.
Because you didn't come into this world or come out of college with your cap and gown thinking, oh, I got the shackle. Let me get this chain and ball, put it in the car, go to work for the next 40, 50 years, and still in retirement have to pay this down. The chain is never going to go away.
Right.
In a bankruptcy, you put this mark on your record, not because of what you did.
It is time for the last break. We will be right back.
Yeah, that's the sound of today's business community. It's a dog-eat-dog world and only the strong survive. The challenge is navigating the ever-changing business environment to put your business in the forefront. So how does your business keep up with the changes? That's where She's the Boss Network comes in. She's the Boss Network is an internet media network that's been helping businesses like yours get the exposure that you're looking for at reasonable cost by way of radio and video. They'll help you stay successful by navigating change and seeing the big picture. After She's the Boss Network analyzes your business and marketing strategies, you'll start to see a media presence like you've never seen in your business before. And She's the Boss Network doesn't stop there. They use their findings to create a practical plan of action, a plan that will get your business from where you are to where you need to be. There you go. Lock those dogs up for good by giving She's the Boss Network a call at 866-494-5945, extension 101, or by checking their website at she'sthebossradio.com. Again, that's 866-494-5945, extension 101, or she'sthebossradio.com.
Beauty's in the eye. We complicate things when all along it's just perfect as it is. Beauty is from within. It's how you feel, not as how others see you. Skincare shouldn't be complicated. She's the Boss believes skincare should be nurturing, easy to use, smell delicious, feel refreshing, and look incredible. She's the Boss Cosmetics and Skincare brings you our botanical-based skincare line that's gentle, uncomplicated, and extremely effective for men, women, and youth. Feel confident and radiate a power glow that flows from the inside out. Exude an assurance that extends from the home into the conference room. Visit us at www.shes-the-boss.com or call us at 866-494-5945 to get yours today.
We don't break the laws. We just make up our own. The internet's best choice for music. She's the boss. Radio Network.
All right, y'all. We are back, and we are gonna jump to a different story here. We're just gonna talk about elections in general. I saw this one from WMAR2 News. This this says that mail-in ballots from 2020 were discovered in Baltimore USPS facility. Now it's bad enough that people like Ron can't get her mail. Damn it. But y'all are withholding ballots, and I need to know what ballots, because if someone won who shouldn't have won in some position, I'd be mad as hell. But anyway, so this says some Baltimore City voters just received their mail-in ballots from 2020. Oh, so they didn't even fill these out. The Baltimore City Board of Elections is now trying to understand how this happened. Mail-in ballots are supposed to be prioritized, but for a block of homes in southeast Baltimore, theirs came nearly 2 years after they were supposed to be delivered. I received my 2020 general election ballot on August 6, 2022, said Nick Frizone, who contacted WMAR2 News after receiving his ballot. Oh, he wasn't playing. He was like, what the hell is this? Oh, WMAR. His neighbors in Highlandtown recently received theirs as well. Frizone knew his ballot had gone missing on September 29th. It wasn't missing. It was just sitting there. On September 29th, 2020, an informed delivery email, which I signed up for that too. And it's kind of cool. People should sign up for it so you can see what's coming to you before it comes. But anyway, an informed delivery email notified him that the ballot would be delivered that day. And then it just never came. Moran knows that feeling. And then it just never came. So then I had to call the Board of Elections, and then I had to go in person to get a replacement. Why is it? I mean, this is actually addressing kind of two issues, I guess, to a lesser extent, like the whole election stuff, but to a bigger extent, this whole USPS debacle. First of all, why is the Joy still in office? But second of all,
because he can't be fired.
Right. What the hell is the problem with the mail system?
I'm telling you, I haven't gotten mail.
Like, I'm not understanding.
Like, I constantly go to my informed delivery email, and I'm like, have not received. What is it? April the 25th was the last time I received something.
Well, no, you received something from Allied, right?
That was
ago?
A few days ago.
Oh, but it was dated
Thursday.
April?
It was Thursday.
Yeah.
No, Tuesday that I received something.
Yeah, but before that it was April, you're saying?
Like, I constantly call. I constantly try to communicate with somebody, chat with somebody, and go down there and talk to somebody.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, listen, that post office on Ricestown Road is the one that supposedly handles the mail around there. This is my address. This is my name. I see the postal person walking up and down my street.
Right.
I think my steps are too steep. I think there's too many steps and they just don't want to.
They don't want to come up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a problem. And of course this first started under 45 because he put DeJoy's dumbass in office. But
yeah, he cut.
Actually there was problems before then, but DeJoy made them worse.
But on Bologna, our postal person, he said that they cut the whole 45 term. They were just cutting.
Yeah.
And cutting the budget. They were firing and laying off people left and right. They took the mail trucks and limited usage.
And don't forget, I think we talked about this too because it's kind of ringing a bell. But this article is from October of last year, the first, and it talked about how DeJoy intentionally slowed the mail, and I had kind of forgotten about that. But it says mail delivery for many Americans will slow starting on Friday, part of Postmaster General Louis DeJoy's blueprint for overhauling the U.S. Postal Service in order to slash costs. But critics say the slower delivery standards could cause problems such as late bill delivery, while more broadly undermining the public's faith in the USPS.
Not only that, but just like how this whole thing started was that talking about ballots. If people are going to send in mail-in ballots, a lot of times because of his doing, people are not getting their ballots.
And you know, it's like, what can we do? Because if people are getting bills late and stuff like that, not everybody has internet. Everybody has a computer. They can't just jump on their phone or tablet or whatever and pay bills. Some people just do everything still through the snail mail. So it's really messed up.
It's beyond snail at this point.
Right. I mean, I don't know what's slower than a snail.
Oh, and then I got something from some random person. I don't even know who this person is. I have mail in my mailbox from her, so I know there's somebody dropping off stuff.
Right.
But why am I getting
somebody else's mail?
Yeah.
Right. And now is it your address or is it someone else like next to you?
Girl, I don't know what this address is.
Oh, it's not even.
It ain't me. It ain't the address that's posted on the.
No, but I'm saying, is it close to you?
No.
Oh.
Not even a little bit. It probably belongs somewhere around here.
What'd you say?
It probably belongs to somebody around here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. It says almost 4 of 10 pieces of first class mail will see slower delivery. Whatever that person is. That means mail delivery will be slower than in the 1970s, he said, calling DeJoy's plan disastrous. That was Paul Steidler, senior fellow
but again,
at
nobody tried to change that.
Postal Service. I mean, yeah, I guess he has to be the one to change it, though. I don't know how it works with them,
but until he leaves, until he resigns, because you can't fire him, he's the Postmaster General. I don't know. And he's an entrepreneur. Like, he has a multi-million-dollar business. So and then he has a shipping company as well.
My question is, why is this position like a damn federal judge? Why is it a Supreme Court judge?
It's a civil service.
Why is it
it's a civil service job.
Can't be fired.
Yeah.
Like, I think anybody in any of those positions should be able to be fired, including Supreme Court judges.
I think they should have term limits, just like the Senate, the Congress,
yeah,
and
should have term limits, and you should be allowed to be impeached or fired or whatever. Well, I don't know if they can be impeached because I know people are trying to get Thomas impeached. But
he should never have been.
Right. I mean, that's true. Yeah, he should never have been put in the position that he was, but neither should have Kavanaugh and then the other simple
Roberts
woman.
And that little idiot.
The church lady, whatever her name is.
She ain't no church lady. Got
I can't remember.
Adopted black child, but won't teach CRT in schools and doesn't believe in girl. Bye.
Yeah.
I'm like, you just hypocrisy, top to bottom.
Right. I don't think they realize, and then doing stuff like that, how much they're whitewashing. But anyway, so yeah, let's just touch on DeJoy's plan here in the last few minutes that we have. So if people remember, the USPS contends that its 10-year plan is necessary to erase a projected I don't know where I got $160 billion loss over the next decade. The effort aims to boost revenue through expanded parcel delivery and postage hikes, with the largest postage increase having gone into effect in August. So I wonder if any of that has actually helped.
Probably not.
I cannot type.
And then they get robbed, they steal. It's like USPS, you just screwed.
So, and this one's April 21st, 2022. Why your USPS mail package delivery is about to get slower? How many times is this going to get slower? So from April 21st from NPR, more of your mail is about to get slower. First it was letters, and now some packages may take longer to arrive. Okay, so I guess now it's talking about packages. But the U.S. Postal Service currently considers a first-class package to be late if it's delivered more than 3 days after it was sent. But under new standards that take effect next month, more than 30% of your first-class packages will be seen as delivered on time if they arrive within 4 or 5 days.
How about
But you
4
know
or
what's
5
funny?
months?
You know what's funny though? I mean, not that I get a lot of packages. I mean, I do through like a second job I have, but personally no. But I really haven't had too many problems with packages. Now mail, especially at first, but packages not so much. But then again, like I said, I don't really get much, so
Yeah. I
don't know.
I have nothing. Like I sit there and wonder. I tell people, please don't mail it to me. UPS it, FedEx, DHL,
Any one of those.
anyone.
But just don't. And that's, I mean, that's sad because you're talking about wanting to do all this stuff, cut costs and blah blah blah. But like the previous article said, the morale. Well, yeah, I guess the way people feel about, excuse me, USPS now is, you know, we don't feel good about it.
No, I don't trust it.
And
What was
and
it?
it's hard.
In 45's term, wasn't they throwing our mail in the garbage or?
Well, they would find a lot of it, yeah. I mean, they would sit there and find a whole bunch. And I don't think this was USPS, but that ditch, wasn't that FedEx or something?
That was USPS.
Okay, I thought it was, I think it was FedEx, but they just found a whole bunch of packages just in a ditch. And I'm like...
No, I was talking about mail. The packages, yes, it might have been UPS.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I was just, as an example, I was just saying how a lot of the delivery stuff, that's why...
Wasn't in Dundalk, a mail person dumped a whole bunch of mail for the
I don't even
neighborhood?
remember.
Yeah, he threw it all in the lake.
I mean, but I'm not surprised because I have heard stuff like that, you know. But it just, I mean, it really sucks because people still heavily rely on
snail mail.
Yeah, I mean, and that's, I mean, people may not think like that's something that's really used a lot, but it is still.
Yeah.
And so I found this by government executive.
And
okay?
I wonder if the certified mail through USPS would make a difference.
All
But
right.
go ahead.
But really quickly, so as the pressure ramps up against USPS reform, DeJoy asked stakeholders to fall in line. So it's pushing back on its plans to raise rates, shrink the workforce, and consolidate mail processing. And we really don't have time to get into it, but
We got to touch back on that.
yeah, it says it's facing stiff resistance from a swath of stakeholders over some of its reform plans, though the agency's leaders asking them not to stand in his way.
Hold up. This is the thing that got me. Stakeholders in USPS?
Yeah, I guess.
Why do we have stakeholders in USPS?
I
It's a
don't know
federally
enough
funded-
about that.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying though, it's a federally funded.
Yeah.
Like, why do we have shareholders?
That's something like you said. We'll have to touch back on. There's some questions there.
Now I have a whole bunch of questions. I'm like,
Right.
hold up.
But anyway, so come back for more news on that. But anyway, so yes, this is She's the Boss Radio, 24 hours, 7 days a week. If you want to follow She's the Boss Radio, you can on Facebook or She's the Boss Radio on Twitter, WSTBRN on IG, and WSTBR on Twitch and Tumblr. You can follow us at Deplorable Rhetoric on Facebook, Deplorable Rhetoric _Rhetoric on Instagram, and We Rant to Rave, the number 2 on Twitter. And we'll talk at y'all next Tuesday.
We don't break the laws. We just make